Hello, ladies. Let's give a round of applause for this team. Let's give it up for ourselves. That's right. That's right. That's right. Listen, super excited about what is happening with this movement 1 million and how people are just straight killing it. Listen, we're excited because we are welcoming people with open arms to be able to tap into their purpose, their power, and using the powerful industry of network marketing, one of the best industries in the world. It'll pay you a whole lot of money if you will self-develop yourself. So listen, real quick, I just want everyone to mute your mic out when it's your turn. Unmute your microphone. So make sure your microphone is muted. All right. And we just really want to start this thing off by talking about the weekend when all of us were in Houston together to write the vision, make it plain, what we
Frozen. All right, guys. Well, Tanisha's frozen. I'm sure she'll be back. Listen, we had an amazing weekend in Houston, although it was humid. Okay, was not a good hair weekend for anybody, but we're grateful that we had an opportunity to be together. You know, you guys saw all over social media where we were rocking those videos. We had an amazing time at our photo shoot, you all, and even learned how to do a step together, right? And it's so funny because Twyla, even Paige was like, "Can you teach me your dance?" So we have an official.
All right, I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay,
yes.
It's because my phone is connecting to different Wi-Fi settings. Okay, I turned my phone off. So listen, super excited. We just got back from Houston. Super excited about what transpired, where we're going, where we're headed. I just want to hear from each one of you ladies. Super excited to form an alliance with you. We are setting a pace of how to do network marketing in a powerful way, in a long-term way, by just forming that alliance. So Twyla, I'm going to start with you. I want you to unmute yourself and just talk about how you've been in this situation before and what you see happening in the next 3 to 5 years.
This weekend was absolutely amazing. I always love masterminds because, I just believe that when you have a number of minds that come together, there's just so much power in that. And so for us to literally be able to come together and really hear the gifts and talents and skills of all of the amazing women that we're on this crusade with, that was just fantastic. And this is a perfect time for what we have. We've got a big mission of 1 million. And I can tell you that I was truly inspired a few weeks ago when over 44,000 women came together, and I watched that thing grow from 1,700 to 44,000. I was like, oh, wow, this can be done. And God has a way of showing you when you set big goals, things that, seem big and takes a lot of range to get it accomplished. He's just always showing you that it can absolutely be done. And I just believe that being a part of that, and then being a part of this weekend with all of these women and hearing all of their skills and their gifts, I was like, 1 million, easy. We can definitely get that done. So I'm excited about it.
Yes. Nina, throw it over to you. Tell us what you think and make sure we can see y'all's shirts. Step back. All right, go ahead, Nina. Take it away.
It's the dance for me. It's the dance for me. Y'all know that we now have an official 1 million dance. No, it have to dumb ourselves down to make other people feel good. But in this circle, in this alliance, in this alignment, in this community, with our unity, even with us, our differences, right? We've learned to celebrate each other's gifts, celebrate each other's strengths, And I am excited about the fact that no one ever has to feel like they've got to dumb themselves down to make anyone else feel good. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm meeting new people. I'm enjoying the fact that other people are coming in with the same kind of energy that we've got. And I honestly didn't think I would ever meet anybody with the kind of energy that I've got. But Whitney, Wheeler, and that Natasha, Olivia, they've got an energy that reminds me of myself, right? And to see them in a younger version of myself, I believe that we're going to impact the lives of women of all ages, not just women in their 50s and in their 60s. But, you know, Sanisha was the baby of the bunch. She's no longer the baby of the bunch. And now that we're beginning to draw and attract younger women, I can't wait till we see the 18-year-olds and the 20-year-olds and the 25-year-old girls that have never ever heard about network marketing, that get to that we get to help and shape and mold the way that they see and think about this profession in this industry. So this weekend was amazing, but what the seed that was planted this weekend for what's to come is what I'm really excited about. And I'm really excited also about being a part of the foundation of it.
Yes.
Right? So if you're
Absolutely.
watching, understand that foundation, that's what's important.
Absolutely. Tawanya, we're throwing it over to you. Tell us what you are excited about with this 1 million movement.
Okay, thank you. We actually had an amazing, amazing weekend. Just coming together with so many great leaders, which are women, was amazing. But the one thing that I know was that I knew this weekend was going to be powerful, which is why I made sure I got there, because I know what happens when you put a whole bunch of powerful women in the room, or people in the room, right? And we set some goals. And this weekend we set some goals.
That's
We
right.
already have the mission, the 1 million mission. And I just know that when we all come together and we run this thing, man, I think we're gonna touch more than 1 million lives.
That's
I
right.
just see us creating so many people who are going to be healthier, wealthier. I just see us doing some amazing things. Been through this before, and I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. You just don't want to miss out on this amazing movement.
Absolutely incredible. Whitney, we're throwing it over to you.
Oh my goodness. This weekend in Houston was nothing short of amazing. For me, it was about the personal development, just being in the atmosphere of not just like minded individuals, but powerful individuals, people that are willing to make an impact, right? Even over the income, that was such an inspiration for me. But the highlight of the weekend was being able to stand in a picture with 5 individuals who totaled a weight loss of 1,000 pounds. So if 5 people can impact 1,000 pounds, how much more can we do in a powerful movement of aiming to impact 1 million lives, right? So for me, with the type of platform that I carry, that was the flex for me. That was just such a inspirational moment to just be in that type of atmosphere. And I'm excited to see what this mission is going to do for the world, what
Mhm.
this mission is going to do for other people like myself who's eager to make a real lasting impact to the world, and now to be surrounded with a group of people that have that same goal. And this mission is amazing, and I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to see what's going to manifest from this mission.
Absolutely, Rosalind, we're throwing it over to you.
My main thing for this weekend was just to be around so many women. Number one, I didn't know half of you guys until we got there, and just the different personalities, the different gifts you have, the different talents that you have, and just hearing about everybody's story, how we're different, but we have the same goal. Everybody's striving to reach other people and to help other women and other men. And I was thinking about something. I said, wow, the last time I remember when I was coming up, and it was a whole lot of people, a lot of women that I would avoid because I didn't know how to take anybody. But just, I'll say this, you can, for those of you all out there who are looking and like, I don't want to join them because I don't get along with women. I was one of those too. And guess what? But I'm not anymore. And this is the place to be.
Absolutely.
Everybody's safe here.
I love it.
Everybody's safe here. I
I,
love
lo-
it.
I love it. Latasha, we're throwing it over to you.
Oh my goodness, what an amazing time we had this weekend. I know everybody's saying that, but it was just off the chain. It was a game changer. I had an opportunity to sit at the table, and that in itself was a blessing, a privilege, and an honor. But I just didn't sit at the table with anybody. I sat at the table with some powerful women, and to know that our movement is getting ready to change the lives of 1 million families. Listen, the energy is huge. We're using health and wealth on this movement, not just for us, but for some of the people, those who went before us, who are walking with us right now, and for those that are coming behind us. So this is exciting. I had an amazing time. I cannot wait to see what's in store for us. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Kimberly, we're passing it to you.
I am so excited, you guys. Look, for this weekend, one thing I can say is that we got the vision of the mission. And the mission really impacted me of what we can do and what we're standing behind. And I really believe if people will take the opportunity to see how we're going to cultivate this and how we're going to bring forth and create a momentum of so much that will impact so many people's lives and empower them just by the mission. So I'm excited. I think you was right on point on creating this mission statement, and I believe it's going to truly impact so many people who get a whiff of what's happening.
I love it. Natasha.
I just want to say I was personally honored just to be here because just to be a month into this particular situation and to meet so many empowering, strong, like life changing women just this weekend completely fired me up and gave me so much motivation and also helped me realize that anybody can do this. Like literally anybody has the ability to change and impact anybody's life as long as they're willing to fight and put forth the effort and do what they need to do to show others that it is possible.
Mm-hmm. Tamara, Dr. Dunn.
Yes, this weekend was so amazing. Like, I'm so excited about my mind being stretched. I'm excited about increasing my capacity. Whitney was talking about being in a picture with over 1,000 pounds lost, but we were in a room with people that represented over $20 million earned. Now, that's what I get excited about. And I'm just so excited that I started not just setting my goals, but I started writing out my goals. And every day I say I'm so happy and grateful for God opening doors for me that I'm not able to get myself in. So that's what this weekend was about for me. Thank you.
I love it. Okay, so we have to talk about it because this whole thing really sparked when we saw that we had someone running to be the complete queen of the entire nation of America. And so for me, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And so I know so many women are inspired by that. So many African American women are inspired by that, guys. It's just, reading the atmosphere to see that possibility is limitless. Like you can do absolutely anything that you put your mind to. And I'm so excited. Latasha was talking about it earlier today. The people that the when you are brave enough to step into a role and set a new set of rules, you become a titan. You don't follow the rules, you create the rules. And I'm so excited for the little girls that are going to be able to grow up in an era and see a Black woman as the president of the United States, for all the little girls, Black, white, Hispanic, whoever, to see that women do have the power to lead something, lead it in an incredible way. So I just want some feedback from you guys. Tell me how you felt when you saw what you saw. I know I had some conversations with you guys, but just unmute as you go. And let's talk a little bit about this, what we see and what we can see creating from it.
I'll go. I never thought that I would live to see anything like this take place. Not that I doubted that it could ever happen. I just didn't think I would. And I was talking to my grandmother, she's 94, and she said the same thing, like, Nina, I never thought that I would get to see something like this take place. When we saw Obama get into office, that was historic in itself. But to now see that there is absolutely nothing that we can't do. There is nothing that could stop us. And even when the odds appear stacked against us, that there is nothing when God is on our side and when we're in aligned with a vision and a mission, and then when we unite together, like what I'm seeing happening from people uniting with a single mission. There's one mission, and I don't want to get into a political talk tonight, so I ain't gonna go there. But they really have one mission, and because people are now focused on uniting for the one mission, the one goal, there are people of all races, of all ages, of all nationalities and spiritual backgrounds that are coming together now because of the one mission. So what does that say for what we've got going, right? We have a mission. We've got a mission for 1 million people, not just women, but for 1 million people. And if all of us can just unite together, put our minds together, put our money together, put our time and our talents together, we are unstoppable. Man, forget about it. Forget about it.
I know that's right.
Well, I definitely want to chime in on that conversation. In network marketing, it's literally about, attracting people and individuals of like minds, and people, join this industry for various reasons. Some join because of the products and the products that are actually here at Be Epic are amazing. They're immediate gratification products. People get results like it's going out of style. And then, and sometimes people join this business because they're solely thinking about the marketing plan, the money, the income. But what I love about, this 1 million, and obviously being able to be a part of the big goal as to what is happening, in the political arena, the word that comes to me with both of these entities is foundation. And I look at what, Vice President Kamala was able to do. Well, actually, she didn't do it. It was just her tribe that put this call together, and getting on that call was 1,700 and watching it rise to over 44,000. And it wasn't about raising money. It was just about information and giving us, the information to be able to make an informed decision. And that's what we do in network marketing, right? We give you the information to make an informed decision. But nonetheless, we raised $1.5 million. But that was the foundation. And, we looked up, and then the men did a call. And then we looked up, and then the Caucasian or white women, or whatever the proper term is, they did a call. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so what I see happening with this movement that we're on, with this crusade that we're on, is that it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because we're laying the foundation with what we're doing right now. And I don't know, but when August 1st hit, I just, Stanisha, the people better be in place, because it is happening, and it is happening big, with a lot of women that you see on this frame that have the experience in various areas. And I like to say, we are not practicing. We've done this. We've done it big, and we're doing it even bigger. So 1 million, period.
You know what I want to say is that for me, I never been able to stomach hype. Like, it's like, please be quiet. But what I love about us is that we're committed. And things can only happen when people are committed. I've had this conversation with so many of the ladies that are here. We ain't doing no other network marketing opportunity. Like, I will become a pastor and be the ones that just only do $1,000 seeds before I start over. And what we see in the industry right now is that people are so comfortable trying to find some way to avoid the work. And so when you got a group of women that say, hey, it don't even have to be perfect, but I'm gonna stick to it, because I need a good, everybody want that Twyla Portis run. Like, I need 9 years where I can just be free. We're chasing after freedom. But the only way that kind of stuff activates is by people being committed. And so that is why I was talking to myself the other day. I said, we got a group of people and we vet them out and we let people do whatever they decide. But with the women that we have, because people are committed, you can trust to go all in. And most of the time, you can't trust to go all in because you don't know if people are committed. But what commitment does is it creates safety, it creates the foundation. And other people get to come in and benefit off of the commitment that people have. And my point of saying that is when I think about Kamala, Vice President Kamala, she has risen to the occasion. And that is what leadership is. Leadership is rising to the occasion. I often wonder, and I know one day I'll be able to have a one-on-one conversation with her, because I would like to know what was going on in her head when they put her against one of the most powerful men. People don't like Trump, but he's still a force to be reckoned with. He's still someone that people got behind, because people get behind confident people. And so the fact she wasn't afraid to say, I'll do it. And that's what we want. We just want women and men that say, I will do it. And so in this 1 million movement that we have, the people that are going to be in the room are people who will say, I'll do it. That's all we need you to do. I'll do it. And that I'll do looks like commitment. She could have easily backed out of that or refused that invitation. But what we're doing in 1 million is extending the invitation to everyone to say, if you are who you say you are, I dare you to come over here and prove it with your work ethic, with your vision, with your goals, and with your power. And that's why I was so excited to see her in that position, more than anything, to see her confidence when she walks in the room, because she is not backing down from her power. She's not backing down from her influence. And this is what even sparked this whole thing that we've got going on right now.
I've got 2 words: making history.
That's
We
right.
will make history, and she will make history. She will make history. Period.
I know that's right.
Hey, so for me, I was, for me, I'm a girl mom. I got one son, but I got 3 daughters. And so for me, the one thing that I just loved about this is that no matter what happens at the end,
Mhm.
even if she does not win, right? I was like, my daughters are going to be able to witness
That's
a
right.
woman
That's right.
not only run for president, we watch Hillary do it, but not only
Mhm.
run for president, but a woman who looks like them,
That's right.
a woman who, no one would have ever thought. And so the thing about this is, for me, because so many people we're not trying to be all in the political side of this, but here we go. Whether you're voting for her or not, you
Right.
have to be moved and impressed by the fact that we have this African American woman running for president. To me, like, no matter what, like, never, I can tell you, never in my years, I'm 48 years old, did I ever think that we would ever see something like this happen. So I'm just happy, amazed, and like Tanisha said, that's what sparked our movement. And so, like, yeah, we're not running for president, but we're running to set this mission that's going to change lives, and everyone is going to be watching this. So you definitely want to be a part.
And I say, what Titan is someone who don't look at the rules. I don't think anyone ever thought to even think that someone should run for president, an African American woman. You look at someone like Shirley Chisholm from back in the day. She was one of the first African American women brave enough. She had to tap out at the end, but someone's just got to be brave enough to say, I will do it. And when that happens, someone else is able to see the potential and the possibilities, and it changes absolutely everything.
And Sinicia, the other thing is she getting a late start. She
That's
didn't,
right.
she's getting a late start. And,
Mhm.
I mean, Hillary did, run, but it's different because she's coming up the rear, honey, with
That's
a
right.
late start. So anyway, I just wanted to chime in on that.
Very motivating.
I know for me, just to be able to see the impact that is coming from this, right?
Mhm.
Regardless of what happens in the presidential race, whatever the case may be, it's just the rallying up that it caused, the
Mhm.
energy that it put in the atmosphere. And that's what I like about this movement just it allows a new fresh wind to just blow onto something great, right? It's a new wave of attraction. It
Mhm.
shows that when people come together with a common cause, how much of an impact you can truly be.
That's
And
right.
that's what it was for me. Even when we were in Houston, we were walking down the street in our shirts and cars literally stopped to see
Yeah.
what is this,
Yeah.
right? It's that law of attraction.
Mhm.
Regardless of what people may think about her or whatever the case may be, that image and that posture that she's in right now is drawing in attraction.
That's
That's what
right.
this movement is for, right?
That's right.
It's drawing in attraction. It's showing people that what can be done when we come together and the impact that it's going to do. To imagine being in a situation where you know you can walk in financial freedom, and then you're surrounded by people who have done it. See, it's one thing to talk the talk, right? But when you're lined up with people who have actually done it,
That's right.
it's different. That means you can pull from that, right? So I'm excited to see where this movement is going to take me and stretch me as a leader, stretch me as an influencer, stretch me as a person that does believe in making an impact in society. Now it's putting me in a position to attract people that I wouldn't have been able to attract by myself.
That's right.
Like, when that call came and 44,000 people were able to get on this call, it was about the mission, right?
That's right.
That situation attracted us to come together. It attracted a Facebook group with 500,000 people, right? It attracted people that think, oh, a group of Black women can raise 1.5 million. Yeah, we got it like that, right? But people don't recognize that. So it forced you to become the best version of you. So
That's
that's what I'm excited about this movement. I want to help people become the best version of them. No limitations. Money is no longer an object. Let me go do what I got to do. I'm going to allow that to build that impact. So I'm excited about this movement.
I love it.
Yeah, see, I don't watch a lot of news, so if everybody's a comment, let me know what's going on. But to see her, Kamala, taking on this task, it's all about assignments.
That's
And
right.
somebody has to set the foundation. And it's I was getting glimpse on the TV as I was doing some things. My little one was watching television, and the Olympics is going on right now, and I'm just so impressed of how many young girls that look like us who are
Mhm.
breaking records. People who
That's
had never thought a time I ever grew up of we were into gymnastics or swimming or fencing,
mhm.
but we're doing it. So when the foundation is laid out and you are willing to take on the assignment no matter what it look like. What I love about it is we all on this platform at some point was probably counted out.
That's right.
But because we continue to believe or got in a place where we can be cultivated, these things can overcome and override. And so it's amazing to see what is happening in this season, either from the White House and every aspect around us, around the world. It's just possible. And if you believe enough, and if you're willing to put in the work, and if you're willing to put yourself in an environment where you can actually grow and cultivate and all, things miraculously can happen. And so I'm excited. I just really believe if anyone is in doubt, wondering, okay, here we go, what is this? Well, I would ask you to reach out and ask someone some details. I always say a smart person takes in all the facts before making a sound decision. But this is powerful, and what we're about to do and impact is just the beginning. And it goes for so many facets of different lanes of individuals' life. We don't know what it is you're looking for, but I guarantee if you take a look and just give yourself a chance, you probably will see something manifest in your life that you never thought was possible. For me, I always tell Denise and so many others, it wasn't until I came into this industry that I found myself. Most of my life, I did a career and I worked for someone else, and that person, that corporation and all, but I took on a trade, a skill set to work for them.
Mhm.
Never did I ever take the time in over 50, 40 plus years did I ever take the time to understand what was my true gifts and what was I capable to bring out of me to impact people in a different way. And so it wasn't until I got connected in a organization, a group of women like this, that shifted and changed my life forever. And so for many people, they come in here for many different reasons, But I'm telling you, whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it somewhere in the midst of this.
Mm.
And I just want to chime in. When I think about our mission and I think about what's happening now with the election, I think of a word and I think about permission. Permission is the word. We've been given permission. It takes a certain type of woman to run for president. You
That's
have to
right.
have some confidence. You got to
That's
have
right.
some resilience, some
That's right.
intelligence, some
That's right.
compassion, some
Mhm.
determination. You got to have some emotional intelligence. You got
Mhm.
to understand breaking down glass ceilings and shattering glass. But when you tie that all together with our mission, the Freedom Run 1 Million, we've been granted permission. We can lead without apology. We can
That's right.
speak our truth without fear. We
Mhm.
can take up space without hesitation. We can
Mhm.
dream big without limitation. We
Mhm.
can be ourselves. We do not have to compare ourselves. We can fix each other's crowns and don't feel like somebody's going to get something that we don't get. We can literally own our own power and be shameless about it. And so this is what our mission is about. This is an outward declaration of liberation. We've been given permission to be who we need to be, and God granted this. Our
Mhm.
mindsets should be free and clear. If anything was ever to hold us back, or if we thought anything was ever holding us back, we've been granted permission. So that's how I tie it all together.
I love it.
I gotta go again. What Latasha just said about God giving, we've just been granted permission. And I said something yesterday morning. God is up to something. He is up to something. He's doing some things that, and we can see it. Like Kim said, these ladies are winning these races, and Kamala is running for president. And look at us, the timing. It's the timing. And none of us have to sit back and relax and let somebody else shine. We can stand beside her and look at her and say, girl, poke your chest out just a little bit more, because you did that.
Mhm.
And that's what I love about us, and that's what I love about what's going on. And that's all I got to say.
I love it.
I think about really it's just all excuses out the door. It could have been so easy for her to say, it's way too late. The election is in 3 months. There's no way we can do this. There's no way we can rally up the people. There's no way we can, earn this money, or it's just no way. But she is bold. She's brave. And she said, oh, we're going to do this. It's just
Mhm.
no excuses out the door. So just in our mission, is no reason why I can't talk to 5 people a day or 20 people a day. I mean,
Mhm.
she's gonna be president in 3 months.
I know that's right.
So just all excuses is out the door. I can't say anything now.
I know that's exactly. Natasha?
I honestly think that this is a beautiful thing because I feel like a change is necessary, especially with how society is in general. I know a lot of you guys just met me this weekend, but I'm very much pro like equality, I guess is what I would like to say, because I know that my friends have not been treated equally. And I love the fact that she is in a position where she's representing the friends that I have stood beside and seen them be discriminated against and not treated fairly. And like, I get emotional in talking about it because I love my friends.
Mm.
And I don't think that I don't think that people deserve to be treated unequally or in any disrespectful way. And the fact that somebody like her is in a position to be so looked up at, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is what I love. Like, I love the fact that she is in this position and I get to be a witness because I've been to different like rallies and things of that nature with my friends and stood next to them. Like when George Floyd was murdered, like I was in those rallies fighting next to my friends because it's not right. But that's just my opinion. And I love this. And I love to get to be a part of this with all of you beautiful queens, in my opinion. And I am honored to actually be on this platform with you all and be welcomed with you guys. And I just want to say that.
Oh,
So I'm not gonna cry. So I'm
okay.
gonna mute myself.
Well, let me tell you, life don't start till you surrounded by a bunch of Black women, okay? And what we'll do is we'll have your back forever, okay? We will have your back forever, and we got your back, and we're proud to be partnered with you. And when we're saying Black, we're not just talking about Black women. We're just saying in general, you know, people who deserve to some respect. And so Latasha says something about that word permission, right? That is what she's activated in the atmosphere, that you have permission. And like Dr. Dunn said, you know, just being brave and bold. So real quick, let's talk about it, because I think that people look down on the network marketing industry and think it's a thing. And I always say, well, you haven't checked our resumes, because if you check our resumes, most of us can run rings around people who think they're too good for the industry. And so we have the stats to prove that. So I want you to just introduce yourself. I'll start with myself and just tell them your career, because I'm amazed at how many people don't understand the power of network marketing and who network marketing is for. I truly do believe that network marketing is a connecting point for you to work your gift, work your purpose, and get paid for it. Because when you come into this industry, you get paid based on how you develop yourself. And the people who come in here and buy into being the highest version of themselves, those are the ones who are making all the money. And so I was a professional athlete. I went to one of the top universities, Texas Tech University, on a full scholarship, guys. I've been to college, because most people think like we're just some, I don't know, pedal pushers or something online, but that's not the case, right? I've been able to tap into my speaking gift, my coaching gift, my training gift. And I'm just super excited because this industry allows adults to have a university to go to. That is what 1 Million is about. This industry allows you to look to the left and right and have a connecting point with strong women who are nothing to play with. And this weekend, I was looking at everyone that's here and whoever's not on here, and I said, these ladies are no joke. Trust me, none of us are scared of no one, okay? And so when you take a group of sharks like ourselves who have the stats to prove, before I came into network marketing, I was someone, and I've been someone in this industry. So I'm super excited because, you know, this whole thing of branding and all of that is a big word now. And I talk to Twyla about this all the time. I say, your brand is your name. If you are who you say you are, then you just prove it. And network marketing is what afforded me the ability to tap into the 1%. I think 1% in the United States is 400,000. I'm not clear on that stat, but I know that network marketing is the reason that I was able to make $1 million in a year. I know network marketing was the reason I was able to experience what 6 figures in a month feel like, and not with a 1 in front of it. And I didn't sell a property to get it. It was coming the next month as well. Network marketing is the reason I was able to buy a Rolls Royce. It was the reason I've been in $1 million homes and, you know, 7,500 square foot houses. And I say that to say this: if I had not joined network marketing, I would have had to try to build that just off my name and by myself. And why network marketing changes everything is, as you're working your gift, you're able to connect with people who help you get paid. And so it wasn't just my gifts that paid me. I had several people in my network who were good at this and good at that. But we came together in a compensation plan where if everyone just got 2, we all got paid and we could still work our gift. And that's why I'm super excited about network marketing, super excited with my stats when I'm talking to people. And I used to try to find a fancy word to say network marketing. And then one day I'm like, who am I kidding? You would trade positions with me any day. You would make the type of money I'm making any day. So yeah, I'm in network marketing. That's what I do. But I did go to Texas Tech University and I did play basketball professionally, because people think their careers trump the opportunity in MLM. But actually, network marketing can completely change your life.
Absolutely. Well, I'll go next since I'm already unmuted. So definitely, Nisha, just absolutely amazing. And so my name is Twyla Portis, and I went to college too. And I stopped when I was done. That was after 2 years. I set out to have a baby. I did not get a college degree.
So don't worry about it.
So I set out to have a baby and never went back. But I'm so glad that I was sick and tired of my corporate job. I was the manager of a department with a group of anesthesiologists. And I mean, it was a good job. But nonetheless, I was tired of it. And a friend said, hey, listen, come and work with me. You'll make more money in a day than you make all week on your job. And I got to tell you, I did not believe him. But what I did do was I went out to take a look. And I think sometimes people just prejudge just off the top and they never go take a look. But I did. And I didn't get started then. And but he reached back out to me later. I got started. And the thing that I love about this industry is that if you don't sell, you don't eat. We don't, sugarcoat it. You got to sell something. Otherwise, it's a pyramid. But I love that I learned.
Lila, people like pyramids.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Ponzi's and such. But this isn't, okay? It is truly a company with an amazing product. But nonetheless, the personal growth and development that I get and that I did get when I first started, just listening to personal development and just growing as a person, as a young woman. I was in my 20s, and there was just so many things that I learned. And, that really saved me as life began to continue to happen. Me having personal growth and growing as a mother and growing as a wife and growing as a person, as a friend, and just really understanding that I could have whatever it was that I wanted. And believing for it, just it's stretching my belief level. But nonetheless, we got started late 90s. I earned my first six figures. I'd never earned six figures before. I was excited about that. And fast forward 2008, I earned my first $1 million, putting people in garments, right? Laying them down, strapping them up, traveling all over the world with a big suitcase. Some people wouldn't have done that, Stanisha, but okay, I'm glad I did it. $1 million in my bank account. Never would have gotten that with a college dropout, I'm sure. But nonetheless, that was exciting, and built teams around the world. And fast forward, we started we started the U.S. market, and did over $1 billion in sales. And our last company was there 9.5 years, and we earned over $15 million in that company. And I was looking at something today. It's right here. It's one of them 1099 kind of things. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your talk.
I was looking at it. And what year? This is 22. 2,256,091.
Okay.
That's
right.
1099. That's 2022. But they don't like network marketing.
Right.
So 2023, I only worked 3 months. It was a quarter. January, February, and March. $344,086. So, I mean, you got to come on in because the water is fine. And you get to leverage like all these amazing people. I know y'all follow them, Nina and Whitney and Natasha and Rosalind and WAP and Kimberly and Tawanya and Stanicia. Y'all follow them. You see what they're doing. They're building a distribution network all around the world, and they're leveraging their time. That's and right. Building residual income. And I believe that that's the best industry in the world. We don't have to know how to sing, and heaven forbid, we can't do what we just seen in the Olympics. And
who can?
You think you could go toe to toe with some of the singers around the world?
No, in the Olympics.
On the basketball,
in gymnastics. I used to be in gymnastics.
Well, I was a gymnast. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I really know how to do gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that stuff. But now, all jokes aside, seriously, this industry is amazing.
It is.
You're going to get a lot. You're going to get the personal growth and development, because life will life, and it'll take you out of here if you're not prepared for it. And I believe that this industry gives you preparation, because there's all types of things that have come against each and every one of us. But we were able to persevere. We were able to get through it. And the tenacity and the resilience that you get it is something money can't buy. But the last thing that I'll say is this type of income has given me a life that I love.
That's right.
I've been able to help other people, remodel my mother's home, help my son build his dream, give to my favorite charities. And I always wanted to go to London, Stanicia, and because Michael Jackson was my all-time favorite. And once I started in this industry, guess what? I had a team in London. I was able to travel there and have been there so many times over. So yeah, I think that this is it, you know. So lock your spot.
I
now.
love it.
Wow. I think my computer keeps freezing up because it looks like everybody else is freezing, but it might be me. I am so grateful for the profession of network marketing because I didn't go to college. You know, I honestly, I had a baby at 15. So the odds of me being able to go to college was pretty slim because my parents told me, you take that baby where you going. Like, we're not watching her, you know, and so for me, you know, I had to figure out something. So I was good with my hands. I realized that I was very creative and good with my hands. I went to school for beauty culture, graduated the top of my class, and then went on to be a very top stylist and salon owner and manager. I've managed several salons, own my own salon, and traveled the world, gracing stages, you know, with Paul Mitchell and Bronner Brothers doing hair shows. And I loved what I did, but I started to realize that I was trading a lot of hours for dollars, a lot of hours. My children were salon kids. My Julian was entertaining the clients while they were under the dryers, and my children had to do their homework under the dryers. And you know, and granted, my children learned a lot of business skills from being in that environment. They don't want to work for anyone, and they don't. But knowing that if I didn't stand behind that chair, I didn't eat. You know, and even being on vacation, ladies, when I would go on vacation, I couldn't even rest my brain because of all of the work that I had to do before I went on vacation. And then what I was thinking about while I was gone, by day 3, I was like, I gotta get back. I need to get back because of all the money, you know, I was missing. But when I went to my very first meeting, going through a divorce, overweight, and was introduced to this idea that I could share information with someone and it make some extra income. I had one son in college, one son in high school, and one daughter in elementary school while going through a divorce, obese, depressed, suppressed, didn't really want to live. And I joined. I borrowed the money from my rent, joined that company, made a lot of money in the comp plan. But what was even bigger was that I got my taste of retail. I made 6 figures retailing garments.
Wow.
Over figures retailing a girdle. A girdle. They laughed at me about that girdle. Go fast forward in 2014. I saw people like the likes of Dr. Twyla Portis, right? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I saw this pack of tea online. I'm like, well, listen, I done tried everything else to lose weight, right? If you gave me a paper bag to breathe in, I'd probably try that too. And I see this tea thing. Let me try it. What do I have to lose? Nothing. Well, what I didn't know, I didn't have any social media skills, but I decided to take my story to social media. I'm about to lose weight. Y'all want to watch me do it? Or does anybody want to join me on the journey? And as I began to chronicle my journey, I earned $500,000 in 18 months. I got the little itch then because I knew standing behind the chair, there was no way that I was going to earn $500,000 in 18 months. And I realized that network marketing, I was doing the very same thing, standing behind the chair, referring people to stores and restaurants and you know, dinner spots to go to and all kinds of stuff, but I wasn't getting paid for that. I was only getting paid for doing their hair. And now I realize that we just share information. This is like a referral system. And the better that I grew as an individual, it's really just a compensation plan disguised in a personal development program. I am forever grateful for network marketing that not just changed my life, but it saved my life.
Incredible.
I'm going next. I remember joining the team with Tanisha, and I'd already tried this tea that allowed me to lose 6 pounds in 6.2 pounds in 1 week. And Now, mind you, I'm really not thinking about getting healthy or anything. My main focus is to make some money because my husband was working 80 hours a week just for like Nina said, you go on vacation and on Wednesday he's thinking about hurrying up and getting back because we have to replace the money we just spent. And I'm I just want to make some money. That's all I want. I just want to make some money to help pay the bills around the house. And I start using this simple system. Now, mind you, first of all, let me tell you this. I forgot. I dropped out of high school. I don't have the college degree, don't have my diploma. I just got a GED, y'all, and it took me 2 times to make to pass the test. So that ought to tell you something too. So
Roslyn,
yeah,
was you bad in high school?
no, I was very good.
Oh, you for real?
Yeah, I was a good kid.
Okay.
I was a good kid. I was a good kid. But I just wanted to make some money. So I listened to Stanisha. She told us what to do. And I just used these simple systems. And there I was retelling the product and just retelling, you know. And when I tell you that this is something, I never thought that network marketing would be the place where that would help us get out of debt and help us live a better life. It wasn't even, it was out of the question. It was out of the question. And like I said, my husband worked a lot of hours, a whole lot of hours. But even the money that he brought home, he was tired all the time. He wasn't able to communicate well. I wasn't able to really be a good mom and take the kids and do different things. But when I did what I was supposed to do with this, I earned $500,000 in less than a year and a half. And I'm like, I mean, sometimes I think about that, and it's like when you're in the moment of it, it's not real.
Congratulations, Roslyn.
Thank you. When you're in the middle of it, you're in that moment. It's still not real. You're give me a paper bag, not to help me lose weight, but so I can catch my breath, because you're in a hyperventilation stage of, I cannot believe I just did this. And I think a lot of people are afraid of that feeling that it might happen to them and they won't know how to act. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I know how you're gonna act. Just like this. And you're going to smile and be happy and go get you a passport so you can fly all over the world and go to South Africa first class like I did. And that's what network marketing did for me.
Tell your story.
Love it. That's what it did for me. And this isn't my first networking opportunity. All the rest of them, I had to put money in so that I could actually hit a rank or make money. That's what was going on. 2 years and only making $250 a month. No. When you partner with somebody that's really going to help you win.
Well, I did everything right. This is society tell us to do. I did good in high school. I graduated with a 3.8. Went to college, and 8 years later became an optometrist. So I went to school. I'm a real doctor for real. And I have been.
What does that mean?
You know, I'm a real doctor. I went to school. You could check my student loan bill too.
So what are they doing? Giving out honorary doctors?
Stop it. Go ahead.
No, but the thing is that when I started having a family, you needed the extra. Titles don't mean anything, when you're living and have, debts, and when you have bills, and you got to live, right? So my husband was already working 2 jobs after I had my son, and he's in a medical professional as well. And I already didn't want to work the job I had, so I wasn't about to go get another one. I love my patients and I love the job that I do, but just sitting, I can't just be in the 4 walls, in the room, in the space, all day, 60 hours a week. My son, started growing up, and he's an athlete, and I started missing every single game he had because I had to be at work. I was in a retail setting, and that includes Saturdays, evenings, holidays, all the school breaks. I was at work, so I was missing out on everything. So I started this industry in 2015. I honestly didn't know anything about it. You kind of hear things about Avon and Mary Kay, but I didn't have a clue about the professionalism of the industry. My husband actually found the post on social media and told me to go join that person. So,
Wow.
but after a few companies later, I did okay, but we did what we needed to do, but I really wasn't making any money for real. So that goes to show what true leadership will do, because just being in this company just 18 months, I'm only $30,000 shy of making my first 6 figures, and that has never happened. So that's pretty exciting for me. So that, and also personal development is non-negotiable. Like if you
That's right.
don't increase your mindset, if you don't stretch what you could think is possible, you'll never go for it. And Miss Nina can tell you I wasn't always coachable, but I can tell you this: it's most of the time it's not what's taught, it's what's caught, right? Oh,
Talk
and when
about
I
it.
caught it, and I'm
Yes.
catching it still, so y'all watch out.
I know that's right.
Well, I'm going to come behind Dr. Dunn there. I joined this industry in 2016, and really I was just trying to save money on a vacation. At the time, I had put together an exit strategy from corporate America, where I was a regional property manager for a huge company. And I decided that I no longer wanted to be somebody else's property manager, that I wanted to own my own property management company. So as I put my exit strategy together, I realized I did need some additional income. But the way we were traveling at the time, I would go to Disney, but I would do it off of a timeshare. And my husband said, please, this time, I hope we're not doing a timeshare. And I kind of told him a little lie. And I knew I had signed up for the timeshares. It was going to give me 4 tickets. And so, my job is to make his job easier, right?
Right.
Worried about how we get there, we're going to get there.
That's right.
There was a social media post up about saving money on Disney. DM me, and it was my church member, and I DM'd her, and she connected me with another woman who actually was the one presenting these discounts. I signed up, I got my membership. We still did do the timeshare. However, I had the discount that I needed for my children to go over to Disney. And I sat there with this membership for maybe 4 months in a Facebook group and just watched them and didn't say much, didn't do much. And I got tired of watching them talk about these $1,000 bonus checks. So I arose to some of you who may be listening and you're a part of a team and you just have not tapped in. I was that girl, but after I saw some people that looked like me, who was getting $1,000 bonus checks, I was like, hold on, how y'all getting that money? And a lady said, I don't know how long you've been in this business and in this chat, but all you got to do is come to the phone call and get your little self to trainings. And I began to do that. And I did exactly what she told me to do, Dr. Dunn. I became coachable. I became teachable. And within that first year, I had earned 61 of those $1,000 bonus checks. So that's $61,000 just in the $1,000 bonus checks. And then I had earned 2 of the $10,000 bonus checks along with my weekly pay. So they called me ignorance on fire because all I knew was to get the people to the phone call. I was like, Don King. I was a professional promoter. I didn't know what I was talking about, but I knew how to get people to the phone call, to the leader, to the ones who had the success, right? Went on in that company and made over $250,000. My first company, my very first company. And it was 3 years. And then next, I got tapped into, after you start doing a little something, people start knowing your name. And an amazing woman said, girl, I've been watching you. I need to introduce you to this. And when she introduced me to that, what I was able to do in 3 years from my first company, I was able to do in 1 year in this company. And it went
That's
to
right.
triple itself. I took a program with Steve Harvey back in 2016, and it said, he taught me, if you know how to make $100, you can make 1,000. If you know how to make 1,000, you know how to make 10. All you got to do is continue with the principles and work smarter. And so before I knew it, I had made almost $1 million in this industry. And I in that time frame, and I went on to do something that I always dreamed of. I took myself to Hawaii. I took myself to Hawaii on my 46th birthday. My birthday is in October. And as I was in Hawaii for a week, I felt a little selfish. So I got my little happy-go-lucky self on the internet and booked my entire family a trip for Christmas to Hawaii.
Wow.
While I was there on my birthday, because of this industry, the same mom who was addicted to drugs most of my life, I bought her a ticket. Them adult babies of mine, I bought them a ticket. Even bought the husband and the baby boy a ticket. And we were able to spend Christmas a week and a half in Honolulu. Then we went over to Kanahu, I can't pronounce it. So we were there first class. Everybody had rooms. We weren't in the room together like we used to do back in the day. And that's because of this industry. But that same girl who said, oh, I don't want to work for anybody else's property management company, I want to own my own. This industry afforded me to create E&L Properties, that not only do we have properties in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, we have properties in Orlando, Florida, and we even have properties in Nairobi, Kenya. So it opened up a door. A $99 investment literally turned into a multi-million-dollar property portfolio. And I am sitting right now, I don't say this to brag or boast, but I'm sitting right now where Tiger Woods has lived, with some of the greats behind the gate. You're not coming in my yard without talking to the guard. And so I am a testament, a 17-year-old mom, grew up around so many things. I use this industry to not have a pity party and cry, but to create the life that I desire. So if you are watching this and you have been counted out by society, or you think you're a certain age, or there's something you want to do, any woman that's on this screen, you can literally tap into them and allow us to speak to you where you are. And as long as you're coachable and teachable, you won't stay as you are. So network marketing has clearly and truly changed my life, and I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. And this is my $1 million in 1 year company. So I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
I
love
am
it.
going to speak quick because I know the next two that's going to come through, I ain't going to know how to keep up with them, you know. And I know, so I said, let me pop in really quickly. My name is Kimberly Bradley, and I have kind of a similar story to Nina. I was a product of Teen Mom. I had my first son 2 months prior to my 17th birthday, and that triggered a whole aspect of my self-worth, you know, you being judged and all. But in the process, I had received acceptance to go to Long Beach. But after having a kid, I was like, there's no way I can go to college. So I decided to take a trade. That was the quickest, easiest thing I could do to get a job immediately to take care of my son. And so that's what I did. And in that trade, though, working in the medical field, I was able to create a momentum wherever I went, I was able to advance. But I really never got the recognition that I really deserve. I never got the pay that so many others did for so many reasons. But I was always going to work to the fullest, to my potential. But I kept seeing the politics and everything through corporate America, private industries, that a lot of times it's not fair. It's not fair. And so for me, I knew I wanted something more. I just didn't know what it was and how it would come in a package. And I happened to one day be invited to a house party where this gentleman was talking about these supplement products. And they were the bomb because why he gave it to us and we're sampling is like the light got brighter in the room and we were all wired up and just feeling good. And I'm like, wow. But as I watched this gentleman use a cue card and he was flipping and reading from it, he made like $800 off of us. And I was like, okay, I think I could do that. I could read something off a piece of paper and give you a sample of something and sit back and let you give me your money. I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. So that's when I first got the bug. I know at this point in my life, it kind of shifted because I still worked it for a job and I knew I needed to quit, but I was too accustomed to that safety net, that paycheck. And I had an experience one time where I cried in my car. Went out at lunchtime and I cried and I said, Lord, you got to change something for me. And it was because I was working for a independent private sector. And I remember on a Sunday, my husband was driving and had a seizure while driving, and I'm in the passenger seat. And as I saw him beginning to pass out, going into this convulsion, I was able to grab the wheel and pull my foot over to stop and pull over without us having an accident. But that was a shocking. My husband doesn't have health issues, but we ended up taking him to emergency. They didn't release us until like 7 or 8 that morning. But I called my job at 5 in the morning, said, I won't be in today because my husband had a seizure and I want to stay home with him since they released him. Well, little did I know when I got to work the next day. Now, I don't have a track record of being late. I don't have a track record of being absent. I showed up because I needed my paycheck to take care of my own. But this person stood there in my face and told me to my face that, you know, I understand you have problems, but I heard you to be here. And so when you need to be here, you need to be here. And that did something to me because what happened was what I wanted to do is say something and then walk out. But I was a slave to that check that I could not say nothing because I needed that check. But I walked down and I say, Lord, if you can just give me the mindset and the courage to move on from this, because I know I'm not the only one that deal with this kind of stuff, but I would never want to be able to be a slave to someone, to that paycheck that morning, that I would let someone tell me that my family didn't come first for a second. And that was the moment that I had an epiphany and I was just like, I got to shift and I got to change. And fast forward, we had our baby girl and she had required more attention than I thought. We had her tested and find out she had some ADHD, some compulsive behavior. So her focus in school was not always great. So I could not work a job if I wanted to because I would have got the call every hour to come get her and I would have lost the job. So I knew that it was God's way of showing I will find a way and make a way for you to sit still and do what you need to do, what I was called to do. And fast forward, I come into this industry and I remember saying, oh my God, I got to start using social media. I made most of my money, not from my friends and family, from total strangers did I do 6 figures. And what's so amazing about this opportunity for me is that I had never quite had success to the degree I did here. And I have been playing around and dating network marketing direct sales for over 20 years. But when I got connected to the right leadership and a system that is that truly can work, they all say they work, but when you get a true system that can work, things begin to happen. And I remember saying to my leader, Tanisha, I said, wow, people are going to really laugh at us that we're taking this little colored gallon on social media, look like a milk bottle with Kool-Aid in it, and we're selling it for $25. Do you know how I know that people are going to laugh at us? And I knew they was laughing, but then all of a sudden I had a voice speaker says, but will they pay your bills?
Right.
You really care. And so as we started talking about this product that people could lose 5 pounds in 5 days with this drink that tastes like Kool-Aid with 9 herbs, things begin to happen. And before I know it, a lot of people would ask us, we all talked about this on the first round. I said, how did we make this money? Roz making over $500,000, Denise $1 million. All of us, we have people who made 6 figures in their first 6 months. It was just blowing our mind. I say, this ain't, and people are like, how are y'all doing it? We don't know. We just put the gallons on social media and people are just flooding us. It went viral. And we made people who have never done sales whatsoever in their life, never sold a Girl Scout cookie, were making multiple six figures. And it was, I said, you know, Stanisha, that wasn't nothing but God. That's
Absolutely.
something to prove to somebody. And I'm so grateful that I said yes and that I took an opportunity. And let me tell you something, I'm always taking courses because I'm a geek and love to always know what's coming and what's out and how to really for self-development. And I am in this course that I took, and I have lawyers, I have publishers, we have doctors, we have scientists all in this group. And you know what they're trying to do? These are people who put all their energy and money into education, PhDs, master degrees, and all. They're now trying to monetize their career business. Like lawyers saying, you know, it's not enough for me to be just a lawyer. I need to figure out a way I can monetize this and teach my skill sets of something else to someone else, because it ain't enough. I worked for doctors who said they regretted they did that, and they have to pay these bills for schooling, and they're sick and tired and they're burnt out, and the nurses, because it ain't what y'all think it is. But
Right.
I will say this, if you are willing to open up your mind and give it a try,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be amazed what could possibly happen for you. It will be amazing what has happened. So for me, I'm grateful that I was able to say now, because I didn't make six figures in my career. What I did, never got close to it. And now you need that just to survive these days, to pay the bills. You can't make it on one income. I feel sorry for single moms right now. It's rough for everybody. You need two incomes who need two incomes. So if you're looking for something more, if you're looking for whatever it is you're looking for, I promise you, you will find something if you just say yes and give it a try. So that's my story, and I'm going to keep to it.
I love it.
Hey guys, so again, I'm Tawana Frank, and so for me, my role was really not kind of non-traditional. I wasn't looking for network marketing. I did what they told me to do. You know, I went to college, and my goal was to go to college, get the good job or whatever. Um, One thing, the first monkey wrench was I had my son while I was in college in my junior year, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to be maybe a doctor now. But that's okay. My back, I'm gonna get this computer science degree and become a computer scientist. And then, you know, got married, moved away, loved what I was doing at work, and I looked into network marketing. I had a girlfriend who went to high school and college with me, who called me, who was in a company and with the pink stuff, and she was like, "Tawana, I need you. I'm running for this rank, and I just need you to join. Buy a kit." I had never tried any of their products or anything, but guess what? Because unlike some of you, I wanted to be a good friend. And I said, you know what? I'm going to buy that kit for her. That's my friend. And I'm going to buy a kit. Never tried the products or nothing, right? Kit comes, take it to work with me, open it up. I just put out the price list, and I sold everything that was in that kit at work to those nurses. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm about to be rich. That's what opened up my eyes to network marketing. I was just like, man, this was easy. And I went from like selling a lot in that company to reaching that rank that she had in that company, earning a car and all that good stuff. And they were telling me to quit my job. And I was like, no way. Like, are you crazy? They're like, do you realize how much more money you can make? I'm like, nah, no way. Fast forward. I was moving back home from Maryland to Michigan. I had already was going through a divorce and stuff like that, and I was just like, you know what? People always told me to try that network marketing full time. That thing full time. Let me see what I can do, because I didn't want to put, and I had tried them before, right? So I was just like, let me just see what it does. If it doesn't work, at least I know I can go get a job, you know, get a career. But let me just see how this thing works. And I gave myself like 6 months to replace my income that I was making. And that network marketing opportunity, I was able to replace my income in like 3 months. And I was just like, I'm never working for anyone else again. And that was 2012. And I literally have not gone back to work at all for anyone else. I fell in love with network marketing. I love selling products. Like I don't look at it as selling, I love sharing products with people. And through sharing and selling those products, in a company that had a tea that we were getting people to drink and poop and lose weight, right? Like just by selling, I had made over $250,000 without even building. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? And with that company, um, I set up there and I made a decision that I was going to build. I listened to my coach then, and I started building. I had built in previous opportunities before. Don't get me wrong. I had um, hit ranks in other companies, but now it was a different vision. And I was like, I want to be great. Like we need that. I love the fact that network marketing allowed me all this time freedom now. Like you're not missing the games and you're not missing the meetings at the school and all that kind of stuff. I love the fact that my daughters have been able to travel the world, things of that sort. And I love the fact that I got one out of college, 2 years out, one that's graduating from college this coming year. I got a daughter that's graduating high school this coming year, who just got back from Iceland. I just love, and then my 12-year-old is in private.
Awesome.
Financially, I would not have been able to do that with my good career.
That's
It
right.
just wouldn't have been able to happen. And so I love that they are able to do things that I wasn't able to do when I was growing up. I just
Mhm.
love that. And so I just tell people, like, dream bigger,
Mhm.
like dream bigger, like imagine being able to give your family the opportunity to live like they've never lived before. And through this whole thing called network marketing, I went from a girl who worked because she had a degree to a girl who sold some products and made $250,000 to a girl who's now made over $1 million in this industry. And so I'm telling you guys, it is possible. So that's my story.
Powerful.
Well, I guess I'll go next here. My name is Whitney S. Wheeler. For me, I kind of tripped into this world of network marketing. Just to kind of give you a little bit of the background, I used to weigh 543 pounds and I was broke, sick, and tired. When I say broke, I was broke, broke. Do you hear me? I specialized in running to the check and go places. I think I maxed out every single one. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, but I didn't know that there was such a thing of financial freedom. I didn't know it was such a thing of being able to make real money, right? No one in my family had tapped into that part of life before. So I just kind of accepted the cards of life that I was dealt with, right? So when I did get into a corporate America position, I started working for T-Mobile, 500 pounds, working for T-Mobile, couldn't walk through the building, but I knew how to talk, right? And I was really good at my job at T-Mobile, and I was actually able to close number six in the entire company my first year in. I'm like, wow, I've made it. I'm making $50,000. This is it, right? But then I started focusing on my weight loss journey. And as I started focusing on this weight loss journey and I started to lose the weight, I realized that God had a different plan for me. He didn't want me in that box, right? So I started sharing my weight loss story on social media. I began to get this huge following, right? So I realized that I needed to be an impact. So I'm working at T-Mobile, working 12-hour shifts, and trying to balance that as being a social media quote unquote influencer. But then I kind of hit this stall in my weight loss journey, and I kind of started trying different products or whatever, and I realized that wow, these being introduced to network marketing will allow me to be a bigger impact and help people because the products were
Mhm.
working for me, right? So I started doing that, and in doing so I was able to be put in a position to leave my company. Now, I wasn't happy to leave T-Mobile.
Right.
T-Mobile was good for me. My benefits were off the chain. I was bringing home $1,000 commission checks. What do you mean? I was a beast at what I was doing. But I got on Facebook and I saw a picture. It was a picture of Jesus with a little girl. And she had a teddy bear in her hand. And Jesus was asking her to hand him the teddy
Hmm.
bear. But behind his back was a bigger bear. So when I started feeling this urgency to leave T-Mobile to focus on this impact, because my 9 to 5, as much as it was blessing me to make this $50,000 I never made before, oh my goodness, right? It limited me from my time to be an impact, and God needed me to be an impact in that season. So the confirmation I got, someone from the industry said, "What would it take for you to quit your job?" This was all in the midst of that picture. I said, if I made $10,000 in a paycheck, I would leave, right? Because that's what I was so excited about that. And I remember that people looking like, "Oh, babe, you finna make way more than that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So I stepped out on faith. I walked away from this 9 to 5 industry. And in doing so, I was able to impact 3,500 people. I was able, customers, not building a team, because I didn't know, really understand what network marketing was. I just had a product that worked. I
Hmm.
had a platform of people that wanted to buy it, right? So I kind of just fell into a blessing. I didn't even know I was walking into that blessed season. So I started just keeping that impact first, helping people. People are losing a ton of weight. Awesome. And I end up closing in this company and industry I was in, #1 worldwide, 3,500 customers in a year. And it was such an awesome experience. But then God sent me to be Epic. And what I like about this company, it showed me how to be able to really capitalize off of this influence, right? I want to make an impact, and being in this position with all of these amazing leaders has shown me that you can help people lose weight. But how about you help people get financial freedom? So here I am, leaving this $50,000 job. And within months of leaving, I earned 6 figures. What is that? That's unheard of, right? That's amazing. But this industry is so much bigger than me, right? We're able to help people gain a level of financial freedom that you can't even imagine. So
That's
when I decided to come in to be Epic, I was excited that I earned. I'm talking about I barely made the 6 figures over. And I came into this company and I said, okay, I'm going to do what I did over there, right? I'm just going to come in and do what I got to do. But God said it's going to be different this time. I said, okay, let's do it. And in 5 weeks of joining the company, I was able to accumulate $35,000 in commission. That was bigger than what I was doing over there. And I'm like, wow, closing #1, that's exciting. But when you surround yourself with powerful individuals who have been there and done surpassed that, I was able to realize the big flex is being able to help other people. So when
absolutely.
I stumbled across this mission, I said, wow, it don't have to be like that. You don't have to be broke, right? You don't have to accept these cards that life deals to you. You don't have to walk around in poverty. You don't have to go to the check and go and get into this cycle. You don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't have to live life out of your overdraft, right? Because those were the things that I was doing. But now I'm able to take an amazing industry like this where I know as I'm helping people, I'm providing them with a solution for their multiple problems, whether it's weight loss, heart issues, all of these things. I'm able to provide them a solution, and then providing the solution, I get 50% of what
Yes.
they're of everything that I sell.
Yes.
A lot of it. So for me, I like to attract influencers that maybe you're monetized on Facebook, or maybe you were like me, being a brand ambassador. We're partnering with these companies, getting 10%, working hard,
Right.
getting 10%. But this industry has allowed me to be able to earn 50% build a team and help them to achieve the things that I never thought was possible. So I love that I stumbled across this opportunity and I got surrounded by the right people and was in position to sit at a table that I know without a shadow of a doubt I wasn't deserving of. But guess what? Network marketing didn't check my resume.
That's right.
Network marketing didn't care that I was in debt at Check and Go.
Right.
Network marketing didn't care that I was overdrafting my bank account. That didn't matter, right? It didn't matter if I was in a sorority or not, if I went to college, dropped out or not. None of that mattered. I was able to come in with a clean slate.
Yep.
And then the personal development that you get to understand exactly who you are.
Mhm.
This industry will teach you how to posture up in a way that you wouldn't even imagine. I
Mhm.
was able, coming into network marketing, I took my first plane ride ever.
Mm.
I'm talking about ever. I was able, because of network marketing, I went out of the country. I got my passport like Latasha. For the first time ever, I
Mm.
was able to go to Houston for the first time, just being a part of that. So I want to tell people who you associate with matters.
That's
The
right.
company you're with matters. And when you come into an organization with a mission like this, you have no other choice but to win.
I
So
love
if you're on the fence, I'm letting you know you just got an opportunity to come to the table where you are going to win. You're going to come to the table that's going to shift your life in ways you can't even imagine. So I'm excited. I'm reaching out to the influence. If you're tired of making 10%, partner with us and
it.
that 50%. And all you got to do is put the link on your link tree. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let's
So
talk about
that
it.
has been my experience with
I
that.
love it. I love it. Tired of the 10%. Go ahead, Natasha. Close us out strong.
All right. So I know if my followers are watching, a lot of people know my story. I've raised grown men in my life. I was living with my mom at the time. My followers don't know this, but I'm in my first place on my own officially tonight. Like, no one knows that I've moved. I was able to buy myself a bed. I was able to fly myself because normally what would happen is my followers would fly me to wherever they are. They would pay for my stays. They would do because I didn't have it. Even though I'm monetized on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, that was going strictly to try and catch me up from all my financial issues from raising grown men and their baby. But now I have my own place. Like I said, I could buy my own bed for the first time in my life. Like, there's so
Wow.
many things that have came, and I've only been in the company with Be Epic for I think maybe a month and a half, and I'm like second on the leaderboard with my sister Whitney, number one. Like, and I can't thank
Congratulations.
Whitney enough for even like inviting me
Hmm.
into having this opportunity because I have been in a network before, but I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now. And
Hmm.
it's like when I say God moves mountains when you least expect it, like you have to have faith. And I took a step out. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know that even though I am the seated cardio queen and I've been broken and I've been through all of it, I never knew this could be my reality. I never knew that I could be able to furnish stuff for my own space for myself. I mean, it's a studio, but at the end of the day, like, it's mine. Like, I
That's
was
right.
living with my mama, and like, and I get emotional because, like, if my followers ever
We are.
see this, they know
That's
how I
okay.
am. But
Hmm.
it's like I am in the beginning stages. I know of becoming like you, amazing queens. Like, and that's what excites me is to be able to have been able to sit at the table with you all in Houston because I've never been able to fly myself to Houston. I've never been able to buy myself a Marriott hotel room. Like, this was the first time in my whole entire adult life at the age of 33 where I didn't have somebody else doing something for me. And
Wow.
it's like, that's what empowers me so much more. And just sitting at the table and hearing everything and learning and getting the knowledge and wisdom from all of you all, like, literally lit a fire under my tail. Like, I'm from Kentucky, so I'm going to talk like that.
That's
So
okay.
it's like it literally ignited something within me. And I'm like, I might be only making $2,000 a week, but I'm really making more because I'm keeping stuff in my back office because I'm used to having to rely on the back end because I've struggled. Like, I have payday loans that I'm still
Wait,
trying to
hold
get
on. Let's
started.
take a pause on the. I only may be making 2,000 a week.
I've never made that, but it's like I'm literally so shook at the fact that this is my life because I make 50% off of like every sale I make. But it's not like I'm not here for the money. I mean, I am, but I'm not. What I'm more here for is hearing my followers and my fans and all of those people seeing the results and them inboxing me and being like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much for introducing me to this. Cause like, I lost, I think it was like almost 24 pounds within the first 30 days. But my birthday was on July 17th. So your girl had cheesecake and I eat carbs because I can't eat carbs. I can't do sugar. So I went out and I bawled out like a baller because I was like, it's my day. And I was like, whatever. But it's like the products not only work, but they also pay you if you're willing to step up to the plate and face your fears and be a freaking warrior and go fight for what you deserve. And I never knew what I deserved until I listened to my sister Whitney. She is my chocolate sister, and I claim her. Literally, we was in the elevator, and somebody literally thought we were twins because I said we were twins. It's possible, okay? But anyways, I'm just saying, like, if you're terrified to join stuff like this, don't be. I was. And I never dreamed I would be able to buy myself a freaking bed. I never dreamed I could buy myself a freaking $100 rug to go underneath my bed. That's like probably like dimes for some people, but to me, that's a lot. And now I can finally provide for myself at the age of 33. And I love it because I'm no longer supporting grown men. If you're doing that, please get out that situation. But I'm going to stop because I could keep going. But that's where I'm at. Thank you.
That is so incredible. I think people like you are the reason why network marketing is so incredible. And network marketing opens up the opportunity for everyone to have their first. And I think that, one of the things we got to do, she skipped past the fact, Twyla, she says she's only making $2,000 a week, only $2,000. Oh, $2,000 a week, $8,000 a month. That's so powerful. And like Whitney said, if you tired of that little 10% affiliate commission that they paying you to work their business, you might want to come over to this side. Listen, I'm so excited. We are going to be doing a product video tomorrow, guys, where these ladies are going to come in. We're going to talk about our favorite product. We're going to talk about this compensation plan. This is the place to be. This is the place to be. This is the place to be. You got a bunch of people who are committed to something big. You're going to be able to make a lot of money. You're going to be able to, have some of the best products in the industry. So listen, we're 34 seconds over our time. Put in the comments what you appreciated most about the women that spoke tonight, what resonated with you. And listen, if you're watching this on my page, whatever lady fits and rocks your boat, I want you to message her, reach out to her, get partnered with her, guys, because we really are on a mission to help 1 million people, guys. We're going to change the world. And so super excited. So hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow. And if you're watching this, get locked in ASAP. All right, y'all, let's take our famous picture real quick. And what are we going to do? What are we doing? Are we doing that? All right, go ahead and throw it up. There you go. Come on, Dr. Dunn. Remember, it's going viral. Is that how you want to look? Appreciate you, ladies. Talk to you later. It's Tuesday. Let's close it out. Okay. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Tyler.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
We still live.
Are we?
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Tanisha, you controlling the live?
Yeah, still live right now, too.
We will rock you. Rock you.
Okay, Tyler, I'm hanging it.